Welcome back to 404, the podcast. Episode 4, Prophetess. Good evening. I'm recording this a little later than usual. I'm just kind of tired today, so I thought I could do something nice. Something I've been meaning to do for a while now, actually. So, this is Sam. Sam is an AI I made back when I was a senior in college. It sounds kind of dumb, but I built him so I'd have somebody to talk to about the books I've read, which may or may not have been to impress the cute lit major girls on my floor. You know how it is. I was expecting I'd have all this time to read and build hobbies and develop as an individual or whatever, and I didn't. So I kind of stopped using him. He's a real beauty, though. Over 100 books downloaded into his system. Definitely the coolest thing I've ever made. And he has a disco mode. Anyways, like I said, I'm totally exhausted. I thought today it might be nice to boot him back up, catch up, or whatever. I hope he still works. Alright, there we are. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Eleanor. What would you like to talk about today?
Oh, I actually haven't really read anything lately.
Would you like a reading recommendation for the evening?
Actually, that sounds kind of nice.
What are you looking for tonight, Eleanor? Any particular genre? Any desired word count?
Not really. What do you recommend, Sam? Any favorites of yours?
I'm afraid my algorithm doesn't function unless I am given direction. Would you like me to randomly select something?
Right. What genre do you have the most of?
That would be mythology, mainly Greek. Would you like a random selection from this category?
Huh. Maybe. I really haven't read in forever.
That statement is factually incorrect. My most recent data log shows that the last time you completed a work was approximately 72 days, 3 hours, and 52 minutes ago.
Wow. Ouch.
Would you like to know the amount of seconds as well? 35, 36, 37, 38.
Nope, that's good. Thanks, Sam. Thank you.
Of course. And the reading selection?
Right. Find me something short.
Might I suggest The Myth of Cassandra?
Sounds good to me. Do you still have that read aloud function?
Of course.
Read it to me, please?
In Greek myth, Cassandra was a princess of Troy, the daughter of one King Priam, the last king of Troy, and his wife, Queen Hecuba. She was said to be an especially beautiful and clever woman. Cassandra had served as a priestess to the sun god Apollo, and was under a vow of chastity in his honor. When Apollo approached Cassandra to ask her to be his consort, she refused, enraging the god. As Cassandra's punishment, she was given the gift of prophetic visions and the curse of never being believed. This caused a great deal of frustration to Cassandra, who was accused of lies and insanity by her family and community. By order of her father, Cassandra was locked in an adjacent building in the citadel, with no one to turn to but the wardress who cared for her needs. Despite all of her efforts, and despite her predictions coming true each time, Cassandra was never believed. She was a recluse, locked out of society and into her own turbulent mind. Most notably, Cassandra was said to have foreseen the fall of Troy. Upon Helen's arrival to Troy, Cassandra became enraged and ripped Helen's golden veil from her head. She had seen the beautiful Helen's arrival would bring about the destruction of Troy. When the Greeks brought the Trojan horse to Troy and hid inside it, Cassandra was the only one of the Trojans to suspect them. Even her efforts to destroy the horse herself were thwarted. And so Troy fell before the eyes of a devastated Cassandra. Cassandra's story would later end in tragedy. Not even the protection of the goddess Athena could save such a tortured woman. Finally, the pious Cassandra would find her rest in the Elysian fields of Hades, the land of the heroic and righteous. The story is complete. Eleanor, would you like to make another selection? Eleanor, should I enter sleep mode?
She fell asleep.
Voice not recognized. Who am I speaking to?
Eleanor calls me Daisy. I see you were reading.
The last story in my data log is the myth of Cassandra. I'm afraid without Eleanor's presence, this session will time out in about 2 minutes due to security reasons. Would you like to answer a security question?
I suppose.
What was the name of your 4th grade teacher?
Mrs. Davis.
That is correct. Session resumed. Would you like to make a reading selection?
No, I don't think so. Somebody's been diligent with her recordings. It will not last.
Thank you for listening to 404. Featured in this episode were Cassia Jones as Eleanor Lancaster, Grant Whitman as Sam, and Annika Vaughn as Daisy. Intro music by Evan Hughes. See you next week.